If you're a listener of From the Mouths of Madness podcast, I can only assume that you're also a diehard fan of horror movies like myself. My name is Matt Balea, and I own a company called To Die For. We make custom horror-inspired designs for shirts and much more. From original to exclusive content, we can get you whatever it is your dark heart might desire. Check us out at www.todieforshop.com. That's the number 2, die, the number 4, shop.com. Enjoy the show.
The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
Love the trope with serial killers where they almost like they're not gonna kill you immediately. They want to fuck with you. Like they want to play with their food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like fucking what's his name from Silence of the Lambs, where he's like, here, let me give you the lotion and like you
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of you for a while. I mean, I'm gonna kill the shit out of you eventually.
Yeah. Well,
but
you had to keep the skin moisturized so that way you can work with it.
Yeah, or you get the hose again. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, there's all these serial killers that are like, they're like, all right, right down to business. Leatherface, he's like, I like your flesh now, just gonna kill you. But other ones, this is a little bit of play. Even fucking Psycho, yeah, go ahead and check in, get all comfortable, maybe take a shower, and then I'm gonna make my move. Like it's like playing with your food. That's all.
Yeah, like a spider, just teasing the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
like Hitcher, like where.
Oh, dude, that's completely. Yeah, well, we need to cover both of those. That's a killer filler right there.
But an OG where he's just like, I'm just tired.
Fucking Rutger Hauer.
Couple road stories. There's this one where I murder the fuck out. Hey, dude, get the fuck out of my car.
Mm-hmm. Or I mean, as much as I hate to bring in one of his films, Devil's Rejects. They play House of Corpses. They play with their food.
Oh yeah, they do.
They play with their food, dude.
He's literally like, you should, pray to God, see if Jesus is gonna save you. Like he's just fucking with that dude. He's like,
dude, he wears her dead husband's face.
It's so fucked
then puts
up.
it on her face.
Yeah.
Like, dude, hardcore, right? So yeah, I get it. It is a trope, but it tends to be a fun one.
Yeah.
Like as the viewer, you're like, oh, dirty bastard. Now in the film that we're going to be talking about tonight, I do not like this person. That was a dirty pool, bitch.
Yeah.
Dirty pool. All right. Tonight on the chopping block, 2023's apparently, Strange Darling.
Yeah.
This has been everywhere. I feel like this is the most hyped horror movie of the year outside of Terrifier 3.
No, Longlegs got so much more hype.
Did it?
Yeah.
No, but dude, people I follow that are writers are posting about that didn't post about Longlegs.
When Stephen King gave his input, then the hype meter went way the fuck up.
Okay.
But I would say Longlegs, they were
Really?
hyping that shit for months on end with just the quick shots. And
Oh yeah.
stuff, so.
Oh no. I remember the first teaser was actually I think the end of last year.
Yeah.
Same thing with End of Violent Nature. It was the end of last year. But I mean, this movie was it's really, really, really independent and low. It was a quiet film as far as the production. People weren't following it like they were following Longlegs and how people have been following Terrifier 3. But 2 weeks up to it, everybody was talking about it. And then once it dropped, everyone's like, you need to see this. Where Longlegs, it almost seemed like it made sense that everybody afterwards says you need to see it.
Yeah.
Because they've been hyping it up for so long.
Or just too many mouths to feed for Neon.
No, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure this is Neon.
This is
right?
Neon, 100%. Wait. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Because that would be Longlegs, Cuckoo, and this.
Yeah, this is Neon, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
crazy. They're coming for A24.
And they've got
shit.
And they've got Osgood Perkins Monkey.
Yeah.
Next year.
Damn.
Right? That's Neon, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So fucking dude. What?
They were coming at like A24.
Yeah. They've already mushroom A24. They were like they waited for A24 to mushroom stamp Blumhouse, and then they come in for A24. All right, we only got one. There can be only one. Fucking Highlander rules. All right, yeah. So by the way, I'm Lowdown.
F.U. Hunter. What's up, you cop mustache murdering bitches?
Yeah, so this film was something. Like our buddy, fellow showrunner for Beautiful Disasters, had seen it at a mystery movie night and had been like dying for someone else to see it.
It wasn't even a mystery. There was an early screening. He saw it like a week and a half before it came out.
Okay, so it was an early screening.
And then he blew up, like, just everybody, like, check this shit out.
Yeah.
He was very passionate about it.
Yes, he was. Very much so. And, you know, I went and saw it a few days after it released, and it's, from a filmmaker's point of view, it is like an amazing artistic, like,
I am going to feel weird saying this, but because of the experience I had watching this, I'm just going to throw out real quick, try to watch the movie before you listen to this episode.
If you notice, folks,
it pains me.
He's always the one to drop, like, the slight spoiler since Barbarian. So that was in 2022.
Exactly.
You've done that like 6 times. Not me, folks. The man who says he hates it is the only one dropping spoiler warnings. Just throwing that out there.
You know what? There are certain movies.
But it's worth it.
Yeah. I am kind of showing my cards with saying that, but.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you reference, like, you know, he did that with Barbarian.
Yeah.
I wonder what F.U. Hunter's going to think about that.
Yeah, I mean, duh. I mean, what, do you think our listeners are idiots? They wouldn't figure that out?
Yeah.
Oh, you think they're idiots?
No.
Fucking
I'm just saying,
ass.
I think going into it blind, it's the best way. That's how I went into it. That's how you went into it. So.
Yeah, I went into it with hype. I didn't go into it blind. I went into it with like somebody I trust opinion saying it's his favorite movie of the year.
But had you watched the trailer?
No.
Yeah, so I'm just saying you had no real idea.
No, I had no idea why it was, but the fact that he said that, I already pretty much knew going into it that I was going to like it.
Yeah.
So that isn't going in blind.
Also, I covered my ass now, so bitches, you've been warned. So now we're just going to go dig on in.
Yeah, so this movie takes place in 6 parts?
Yeah.
Was it 6? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing that was kind of interesting is
it's very Tarantino-ish. Very Tarantino-ish.
Dialogue,
yeah,
shot, like it's
almost like Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. Not to the level of Pulp Fiction, but it felt more low-key like Reservoir Dogs.
Well, the Pulp Fiction comparison is because it goes out of sequence. So
the reason I say Reservoir Dogs is because it's all one continuous story, different points. Pulp Fiction is different stories happening at different times to different people. So it is more Reservoir Dogs than Strange Darling.
Yeah.
Strange Darling is just out of sequence with the same people. That's not Pulp Fiction.
I'm going to give this movie props before I even get into the movie with the trailer, because the trailer is set up to set you up in this movie to follow the tropes that we're used to, just like Barbarian.
Yep.
Where you watch a trailer and you go, okay, well, this looks interesting, but kind of know where this is going. And the movie says, go fuck yourself. You don't. And the way we're going to fuck with you is we're going to go out of sequence. So we started up with, as we've seen with so many.
Part 5?
I don't even know. Well,
Part 3.
I don't even. Does it go into a chapter before it goes to
Yeah, it says, I think it was chapter 3.
Okay.
Man, I can't remember. And I feel like there was more than 6.
Maybe. No, I think there were 6.
Okay.
But we start out, as we've seen in so many movies, chick bloodied, running away, dude chasing her, ready to go, like, yep, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And now and we're out of sequence, and then you get to her hiding, and then it goes, okay, that was chapter 3.
Well, she ends up at this old couple's house and passes out.
Yeah.
And then it goes back. It doesn't go to chapter 1. I think it goes to chapter 2. I literally don't remember the chapter sequences, so I'm not.
Yeah. But we get to, and then it goes, stop. Now let's see how they met.
Yeah.
The guy that was trying to kill her.
So, guy's a cop, cheating on his wife.
Yep.
I guess they go out to a bar, and then when we see them, conversating, they're in his truck at a hotel where they had talked about, we're going to go here and fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
And the actor they picked out, God damn it, I can't remember his name, but.
No, but all right. He's the kid from Jennifer's Body, and the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Passenger.
So The Passenger, because he was in this, I specifically made sure to watch The Passenger like about 2 weeks prior to the film release.
Yeah.
And that's not really a horror movie. That is literally a
more
road
of
movie.
Just kind of like where you might know him from that.
Yeah,
because
and he does good in that. He does really well in that. So I was like, okay.
And then also having him go from that to this, you've already seen full crazy, like he's fucking bonkers in that movie. So here, I think they picked. Yeah, I think he is. He beats the shit out of his old principal, right? All right. Warning to all former principals of Lowdowns.
You've never...
Lowdown just said to beating the living shit out of him.
We're gonna get back to, but just to the question. So in the beginning of the movie, we were introduced to all the characters for the passenger, and there are pieces of shit, 2 of them that work there. You're telling me it didn't feel good watching them get a shotgun?
Oh, no.
Okay.
They were asking for it.
Okay. All right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm talking about later on when he's like, weren't you the principal? And then just beats the shit out of it.
Taking on everyone on his list, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So seeing that and his portrayal in that, I was like, I don't know if he's going to be good or the evil or the hero or the villain of this film, but he's going to give a good performance.
Yeah.
So I felt, and it took me forever to realize where the fuck I could see her, partly because it's out of sync and her mouth's all fucked up, and when we first see her, but she is the cop, the deputy cop in first season of Reacher.
Yep.
And she's in something else I know her from.
Things, yeah.
But like I specifically remember her from season 1 of Reacher.
Totally unrecognizable.
Dude, what the fuck?
I know. I looked it up on IMDb and I was like, no shit.
Yeah. Badass.
But I mean, when we get that first time we see him, again, he's fucking literally railing cocaine, chasing her in a pickup, shotgun blasting at her.
No, yeah, he's not even railing it. He's like holding the baggie, just like shoving it in his fucking nose.
I mean, like he's got a cocaine goatee, all right?
So when we get the flashback, this is where it was just strictly dialogue, and we get a really good vibe of our characters, his character building. We see what he's doing. Like I said, you see he's got a ring and all this, so he's in a weird place in his life with his marriage, and she's just you think she's a good person.
Yeah.
At the beginning, because she goes into, how dangerous it is. She brings up really good facts that are reality about how dangerous it is to be a woman. And this was set in I don't 80s?
know. Yeah, I think so. Or 90s.
No, they had a cell phone, didn't they?
Maybe. I can't
Didn't the cop make a phone call with the cell phone at the end?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So, but I mean, they gave you this lie at the beginning that it was a real story.
It's that fucking Pinto. That's what throws you off. And she's driving that Pinto, and you're like, oh, this has to take place in the 80s. Who the fuck would have a Pinto these days?
Well, she stole it.
Yeah. But who the fuck would drive a Pinto that get it stolen?
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So
what's amazing with this, where you're getting to know the characters, is she blatantly goes, "You're not a serial killer, are you?"
Yeah.
Like,
because there's a serial killer on the loose.
Yeah, and you hear, you're dissecting everything he's saying, because he looks kind of fucking creepy. There's a little bit something off with him. So everything he's saying, you're dissecting, and you're hearing what she's saying, but you're not dissecting what she's saying. Because you're like, again, I've seen this movie before. That dude is sketchy as shit. He's a fucking serial killer.
And see, that was actually genius. The fact that you're so focused on him, and you already they give you that title shot of the words describing about a serial killer, and it started here in this state and ended here in this state. It was like a killing spree, kind of like Bundy-esque, I guess. And you just immediately things to do because of the way they show him at the beginning, snorting coke, fucking chasing her, shooting her after with a fucking shotgun. You think, okay, this is the fucking serial killer, right? And anything she said, going back and thinking about it, I caught a few things. I'm guaranteed when I rewatch it, I'm like, oh, damn, that bitch is crazy from the start. I mean, it's right there
because,
in your fucking
we're
face.
We're not paying attention to what she's saying because we're so focused on.
That's what I'm saying.
What is the serial killer going to say?
That is genius fucking writing.
And then you get the introduction, and then you go back into, I think, chapter 4, where she's at the house, or she's hiding. Dude, mustache motherfucker is there in the fucking house that, she's hiding at.
Just shooting
and
shit.
He's already walking around. You see that one of the old people that helped him, Ed Begley Jr., is fucking dead as shit on the fucking kitchen floor. And you're like, damn, this dude already fucking killed him. And he's fucking shotgun blasting the fuck out of him.
That's what I'm saying. We don't get the reveal that it's her until I think was it in the second to last chapter, or was it I think it was the second to last chapter. Then we had one more chapter which ended at the house, right?
Yeah. Well,
or
no,
was it?
I guess, correct. I'm sorry, let me correct it. I think that was chapter 5, because chapter 4, which we go to after that later on, is where she's made to the house. They're trying to okay, we're going to take care of you. And it's a bunch of hippies, and they're fucking out there. They're Preppers, yeah. And he's like, hold on, let me get you, I got some special meds to help you out. And he's like, but we're going to call the cops. And it's weird because she's like, don't call the cops. Don't call the cops. And you're like, what? And the wife goes upstairs to get the special meds, and bam.
And she just said she did the same thing she did when she went into the laundromat,
Yeah.
asking for help after she escaped, quote unquote, escaped the motel room, and she just killed the.
But that was a reveal to me because as an audience from the chapter skip, we assumed Mustache had fucking killed.
I'm pretty sure you do see the car scene, the car theft, and the murder at the laundromat before you see the reveal at the farm. No, it was the other way around.
The other way around. Okay. Yeah, that's the first big reveal. Is she kills the hippie dude that's trying to help her, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then you get, and again, because we're out of chapters, then we're like, that was fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we get to them at the hotel scene and backtrack. And then first it's like kinky shit, like choke the fuck out of me.
Yeah, see that, and again, like, initially I thought that, all right, he's killing her. And then obviously realized that she asked for that. Okay. That didn't make me think that she was the killer. It's like, okay, she's into this shit, right? So like that wasn't like, it's what we said earlier. It's what she's saying that gives her away. You're just not paying attention to it.
The fact that she killed the hippie dude was like, okay, that seems a little like, is she so freaked out that she just like aggressively went after it? But yeah, as we go into the hotel room scene and she's like, you know what? Let's fucking party. Let's fucking do it. And
she did a little switcheroo.
She does a little...
Bro, that wasn't a line. That was like a goddamn, like, the amount of snow that's on your railing. Like,
but she fucking sets up 2 lines. She's like, here, I'll do it first. And you do yours. And he does it. Oops, that wasn't coke.
It's ketamine.
Ketamine. Fuck.
Yeah, it was ketamine.
Fucked. And that's where you go, ruh-roh.
Yeah, but that's also why when we got our introduction to him in the beginning of the movie, he was snorting coke.
Yeah.
Because it kept him away. And functioning.
Because you're like, wait a second, why? Oh, because he was fucked up on ketamine, he has to have this coke.
Dude, this scene where he's crawling off the bed to get to the coke is fucking funny as shit.
But that's where we get the big reveal. Nope, he is not the serial killer. Fucking she is. And she goes from flirty and weird to crazy.
There was one scene that kind of showed you the turn. Remember it was like this the coloring in the shade went red, like the filter, and like there was just like this intense, I'm staring at you like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's before we get to another chapter skip
where
where literally she's looking at him and then it goes to this quick image and then we go to a chapter skip. We're like, the fuck was that about?
That shows that introduces the whole demon theory that she had.
And that's where we learn, a la Frailty, that she's not just serial killer crazy. She actually feels justified because she sees the demons in people.
Yep.
Yeah,
dude, what the fuck?
And then after she starts torturing, again, I mean, she thinks she's being a hero, I guess, in a way, but she's also torturing the fuck out of this dude. She's carving into his fucking chest.
So they don't let us see that. They pan away, but then like it shows her going to the bathroom, and you see, you assume it's been some time, and then when you see him again, you're like, God damn, bro,
yeah,
you got fucked up.
And that's some powerful ketamine because he's not he's just fucked up, and she's still carving into him.
And when you see how she got the side of her head fucked up, because in the beginning of the movie, when you not only is her mouth fucked up, which I'm pretty sure came from the car accident, this like her ear and the side of her head is like swollen and bleeding and like charred almost. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That could have been from the car accident. Well, he managed
because we find out
he's a cop.
She finds
out he's a cop.
And you reveal, oh shit.
So he had his gun out while she's paying attention to the badge.
His leg piece.
Yeah.
She forgot about
the leg piece and shoots her. He's so fucked up, he just barely misses a dead-on headshot and basically gets the side of her face. And I'm like, dude, that had to be some of the most painful shit.
And this is where, holy shit, it takes on a whole other realm where now she is taking advantage of the trope. The final girl running away from the serial killer.
She gets out. She's like, help me. He's after me.
She gets a redneck dude to go after the cop who he's still fucked up, but he's trying to coke to fucking catch up. But she runs into, I don't think it was laundromat. I think it was like the hotel office.
That's right. It was a hotel office. Yeah.
But she's like, oh my God. And she's bleeding. She's like, there's a guy trying to kill me. And they're like, what can we do? Lock the door. And she's like, okay, are we good? Stabby stab. All right, give me your keys.
Yeah.
Like just taking advantage of, I'm this like damsel in distress. I'm the victim.
Help me. Yeah.
And people are like, oh, put the guard down. Okay, we're fucking dead.
Yep.
And she does it so many times. And every time as an audience, once we know the reveal, we're like, oh, that's so fucked up.
Yeah. And then the car chase ensues and then the house stuff happens. So once he gets in the house, he actually This was a brilliant scene because they show you at the first time we see the house, like, why is all this there's like all this frozen food in the yard. So he's walking around the house shooting anything that he thinks she can hide in. So trunks, I think he shot a couple closets, whatever. He walks out and he sees the frozen food. And he passed the freezer. There's no way that bitch is in there. He didn't see that it was unplugged at first. So then he comes back in. Like, oh, you dirty bitch. And shot her.
He shoots first.
Yeah, he shoots first.
As he had been doing earlier in the chapter, just shoots first. And I guess she's rattled. And then he's like, all right, I win, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Handcuff her.
Calls
Victory.
back up. What he didn't know that we knew.
And that's where I guess it had to be it had to be modern time because he calls not like official
911. He calls
his buddy, his cop buddy, and says, I fucked up. Because here's the thing is that they should believe him. He's a cop, but he's going to have traces of ketamine and cocaine. Yeah. He's covered in blood. There's dead bodies. There's a lot explaining. He's like, I fucked up. Just get here when you can. Just get here. And he doesn't explain anything except shit got fucked up.
Yep.
And he fucked himself by not going into just even a small detail to his friend. So when they were eventually... She has that spray?
That's what I'm saying. When he thinks he's got her, and she plays it like she's handcuffed. He goes, makes a phone call, comes back. There's a lot of awesome dialogue, but she's kind of hunched into the freezer. And what we saw that he doesn't know she had, and I fucking forgot about. Honestly, I fucking forgot about it. Is he got a little close, he kind of inched closer to her, and she pulls out fucking bear spray, right in his fucking eyes, and she manages to get him. And what? She grabs him around the neck and bites his fucking like jugular
right there
and rips the vein,
big old chunk,
and he bleeds to death. Ain't that a bitch? And slowly chokes.
Yeah, blood. And then his cop buddy
first she slides his body closer, pulls her pants down, like she was about to get raped and fought back. I'm like,
again,
oh, dude,
taking advantage of the fucking trope.
Yeah,
and so of course. His buddy shows up with his partner, his female partner.
Yeah.
And they walk into, he's dead. She's covered in blood, pants down. They're like, and the last thing he heard from his friend before this is, I fucked up really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think?
When they walk in, he's like, what the fuck? Female partner's like, it's pretty fucking obvious. Get her handcuffed. She's the fucking victim. And he's like,
and he's the whole time he's like, no. We don't even know what's going on. How do we know she is the victim? And because she pulled her pants down, she's like, what are you talking about? Get in the car, drive away.
Crazy hippie lady shows up and they runs up to the car and then sees her in the back seat and knows that she killed her hippie husband. And then she pulls out a gun and fucking caps her in the fucking head.
That was fucking sweet.
Yeah. So that's where you get your like, I was right, you were wrong kind of point with the cops where he's like, yeah.
After that, she reveals that she is the electric lady that's been eluding the police for, I think, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah,
shit like
just
that.
going down the West Coast or something.
Yeah.
Killing the shit out of people.
And because the female cop automatically assumed that she was the victim, she let her go and then shoots the main dude.
Well, she let her go, but also because she didn't see a demon.
She did have a demon flash at the male cop, and then you just get a really cool pan out, bird's eye view of the window splatter from the headshot, which is really cool. And then just like him kind of slumped over. And then after that, she gets out and she starts limping, runs into a truck coming her way. Lady gets out, helps her in, plays the trope card again.
Yep.
Plays the trope card again, tries to fuck about, pulls her gun out. And the other lady's like, oh, no, bitch.
Wrong.
No, bitch.
Wrong
Gut shot her ass.
Yeah.
Gut shot her ass. Fucking. And that lady was bad. She's been on the phone, was like, hey, because you didn't realize she was the wife of the dude she just killed. That's right. Wasn't she the wife of the dude she just killed?
I don't remember. I don't think.
On the way in, she's calling the state. After she shoots her, she's like, hey, I'm bringing da-da-da in. Yeah, I had to shoot her. Like, I didn't want to. And then the rest of the film, I've never seen this in a movie, but the rest of the film is just focused on the electric lady and her dying. We literally just watch her die.
And the way he does it, the director does it, where he just takes it from very saturated scene, camera stays on her, just almost fading out till we get to black and white.
Yeah, so basically the color drains from the screen as she dies. So by the time she's dead, it's fully black and white.
And doesn't she look in the rearview mirror and she sees a demon?
She sees a demon, yeah.
So she's like, okay, I deserve to die.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking, yeah. All right. That's about it for Strange Darling. Before we give you our final verdict, please ask you to like, comment, rate, review, share, subscribe across all the socials. Madness Boys would greatly appreciate it. Also go to GIPodcast.com, and while you're there, check out all the shows under the network. Also go to our links tab. Our links to TeePublic's there. Click on that. You can get tons of designs on tons of different merch. I mean, every show's got stuff. There's like 50, 60, or 60 designs. It's insane.
Get some fucking stickers.
Yeah, stickers, magnets, whatever you get. Tag the show you got it
Pillows.
in. We'll love to repost that. We just love to see people rocking our shit. We greatly appreciate it. Also go to lowdownbrown.gy@gmail.com. Hit us up. What you think about this film? Have you watched it? Are you going to watch it? Did you not give a fuck about spoilers and now you want to watch it? Let us know. And also we do take recommendations. So hit us up with movies you want to hear us cover.
But legitimate ones. Don't take a movie that you are like, I'm gonna fuck with the boys.
Yeah, we're not doing that shit. We're not doing it. We're not playing that game at all. Fuck that. My time's valuable.
I don't know why I feel like I gotta put that in, but like, so Wrong Turn 5.
Yeah, no, fuck
is
off.
one of the greatest movies ever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you guys haven't told over the 5 years, I don't pull punches. If you email me that shit, I might just respond, fuck off. I'm not doing but it survived the chopping block for me. It's fucking great. I enjoyed that film more than Longlegs.
I'll say right now, I mean,
and I love Longlegs.
The year's not over,
but it's number one.
It's number one.
It's number one.
And
like, it's stupid that how good it movie is.
I have passionately been telling people, check it. I thought Groot's went a little over the top, but it made a lot of sense after I finished watching it.
I don't think he did at all.
He
does with some movies.
No,
but not this one.
But just the like, I want other people to see this so we can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, he's really. And then after I finished watching, I was like, oh, now I see why you wanted people to watch it, because you want people to watch it and discuss like all the elements, the setup.
One element we didn't talk about that I want to sneak in real quick is that fucking breakfast.
Oh,
it's their weekly Sunday breakfast. So I initially thought it was like a final meal, and these people were in on the whole thing as the film's unfolding, and they were just, that was like their final meal, right? Because it was so delicious / gross, dude. It was like, watch the movie. It's an insane breakfast. I do not actually want to spoil that for him, because when you see that, you're like, who the fuck eats that? But I had to mention that.
I'm gonna watch it again, and I'm excited about watching it again because I want to pick up on the stuff that first time viewer, you get that first twist, kind of like Barbarian, kind of like some of the movies like that, where now that you know what's happening, go back and see it from a different perspective.
Yeah. So definitely, I don't know if it'll be in theaters by the time this episode drops or not, but if it still is, go check it out.
Yeah. It's worth even when it goes on demand. Do it.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, at that point, it's almost like buy it. I don't like renting shit because it's like,
Well, you might have a few months till you can buy it. So.
That's true. But and survives. Awesome fucking film so far. Number one.
Top. Yeah, number one, baby.
Number one. And until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.